Hello everyone, I'm Ariel Bauder-Klay. I am the frugal soul gardener. This channel is dedicated to helping people navigate the high cost of living nowadays. I think especially of people who have found that it's just better to live in a vehicle, in their van, than try to live in a house. But how do you eat? Because even if you're living in a van, if you're spending all your money on pre-packaged food, your money's just gonna go so fast. Now, I have not lived in a van. I do not claim to, but I was a caregiver for people who were basically living on on food stamps and items from the food bank. And many times they were living in very limited housing. So I learned to do a few workarounds. So I was thinking, if someone's living in a van, you might not necessarily have room for a microwave, but you might have room for a waffle iron. And you know what? You can use a waffle for more than just waffles. It would make a great panini press. So I'm going to teach you just a technique of how you could use this as a panini press. So on one of those days where you just want something hot to eat, you can be all set. Before I begin, just to let you know, for those who don't, if you are in a car or living in a van, you're not going to be able to get this going on one of those smaller charging machines. But I am going to have in the description a link to a video of someone who did talk about the charger you're going to need to operate like either a waffle iron or an air fryer or an Instant Pot, crock pot, whatever kind of electric cooking appliance you're going to use. But as for the panini itself, the one thing about a panini is it's the bread that's important. You want ideally a nice crusty bread like a sourdough. Thankfully, very often they give away that kind of bread at food banks. You're going to want to butter the outside of the bread. If butter's way out of your price range, and I get that, margarine will do the same thing. And you'll want some kind of cheese, and if you have the budget for meat, you're going to want to do a layer of cheese and a layer of meat and another layer of cheese. You're going to plug in your waffle iron, and like in this one, I know it's all the way hot when both of these lights turn green, but you'll have to look at the instruction book for your waffle iron. Now, once it's hot, then ideally you want to put a little more fat on both the top and the bottom of the waffle iron. Put in your sandwich, press it down. Now, unlike when you're cooking waffles, waffles are done cooking when the steaming stops. You're not going to get that with this. Oh, I almost forgot. You want to make sure that you put this waffle iron on top of a cookie sheet with a lid, just in case there's any leaking. It's not going to get run everywhere else. Anyway, you're going to let this go, and you're going to check it every once in a while, and once things are brown on the outside, and you can see the cheese is melted. You can be sure it's done on the inside. And you can have just a really nice sandwich, a nice panini. Later on, I'm going to show you how to make some soup. But in the meanwhile, you're going to have a wonderful hot food. I hope you tune in again. And if you want to see more videos, do like and subscribe so you'll be notified for more. Meanwhile, you have a great day and happy saving.